Hello, I am Dan Mason. Here I am responding to another atheist on YouTube. After posting my video, I received this reply. Your outline of the distinctions within atheism, negative, positive, global, and local, is a useful way to understand how people approach the concept of gods. Secular humanism, however, tends to align more with the ethical and philosophical implications of atheism rather than just focusing on disbelief in deities. Atheism, in its various forms, isn't just about rejecting or lacking belief in gods. It's about embracing a worldview grounded in reason, evidence, and human-centered values. Please note that this response was several pages long. I will respond to the whole reply but will not feature the whole argument of this particular atheist. Here is my response: a speculative take on atheism and morality. Your response reflects an interesting, albeit speculative, interpretation of atheism and secular humanism. However, it's essential to recognize that your view represents one among many perspectives within atheism rather than a universal consensus. Atheism is not a monolith. Different atheists may hold varied views on morality, meaning, and knowledge. Atheism, in its simplest form, is defined as the absence of belief in gods. Philosopher Michael Martin defines atheism as the lack of belief in the existence of any gods. Atheism, a philosophical justification. However, many atheists hold positions beyond mere disbelief, adopting worldviews like secular humanism or naturalism. These frameworks emphasize reason, evidence, and human-centered values, but not all atheists necessarily align with these ideals. Some may embrace nihilism or moral relativism, illustrating that atheism encompasses a wide range of philosophical views. The weaknesses of atheism. While secular humanism provides one possible ethical framework, it is not without challenges. Below are three critical areas where atheism, even when aligned with humanism, falls short. 1. Subjective morality and the illusion of objectivity. You mentioned that morality can emerge from empathy and societal norms, but this creates a fundamental problem. Moral values become subjective and mutable. Without a transcendent standard, what is considered moral depends entirely on personal or societal preferences. This raises the question, why should anyone accept one moral framework over another? As Michael Ruse candidly admits, morality is just an aid to survival and reproduction, and any deeper meaning is illusory. Even religious frameworks have evolved, as you pointed out, but the presence of evolving human interpretations doesn't negate the notion of an objective divine standard. The theistic position holds that, while human understanding may change, moral truths, such as the inherent wrongness of murder, are grounded in an eternal source that does not shift with cultural trends. 2. The problem of infinite regress in naturalistic explanations. You argued that science continues to explore the origins of the universe, which is true. However, atheism offers no satisfying answer to the most pressing metaphysical question: why is there something rather than nothing? Even if scientific theories like the Big Bang explain the mechanism behind the universe's beginning, they cannot account for the reason behind its existence. Naturalistic explanations often lead to an infinite regress. Every cause requires a prior cause, with no ultimate explanation. This issue points to the need for a first cause outside of space and time. William Lane Craig puts it succinctly: if the universe has a beginning, it must have a cause, and that cause must be uncaused, timeless, and immaterial. Atheism cannot adequately address this issue, which leaves a significant gap in its explanatory power. 3. The challenge of meaning in a godless universe. Secular humanists argue that we create our own meaning, but this is still a subjective endeavor. As Jean-Paul Sartre said, life has no meaning the moment you lose the illusion of being eternal. If meaning is something we invent, it lacks any binding significance. This invites a nihilistic outlook, as everything we create will ultimately fade in the vastness of time. The theistic view, by contrast, posits that meaning is woven into the fabric of reality by a creator. We are not left to invent significance from scratch. Instead, we discover it through our relationship with God and our role in a larger, purposeful plan. This offers a sense of meaning that transcends individual circumstances and persists beyond death. science, and the gaps in understanding. You stated that the lack of scientific answers does not justify invoking supernatural explanations. However, this critique overlooks the distinction between the absence of evidence and evidence of absence. Atheists often reject intelligent design, ID, on the grounds that it is not scientifically testable, yet science itself remains limited in what it can investigate. The very existence of the universe, consciousness, and objective moral values suggest that a naturalistic worldview may not be sufficient to explain all aspects of reality. Conclusion: a speculative, fragmented view. Your response offers a thoughtful interpretation of secular humanism, but it overlooks the broader philosophical issues within atheism. While you advocate for moral progress and scientific inquiry, these ideals rest on subjective foundations. Atheism lacks the explanatory power to provide objective moral values, ultimate meaning, or a first cause for the universe. Without these anchors, it is difficult to argue that atheism offers a more coherent or fulfilling worldview than theism. In the end, the key difference is this: atheism leaves us to make meaning out of a world without inherent purpose, while theism offers meaning that transcends time and circumstance. Both views deserve serious consideration, but to present atheism as a complete, sufficient framework is speculative and overlooks its inherent limitations. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I will see you in the comments.